Hi. I have a few things at the top before we get started. As the President and his team continue working to deliver a historic bipartisan agreement on the border, House Republicans have a choice to make. They can keep playing politics, or they can work in a bipartisan way to secure the border. Sadly, this is not new. For years, they have refused to heed the President's request for action on much-needed funding for border security. For example, in the bill the President introduced in his first day in office more than 1,000 days ago, he requested funding to develop and deploy expediting screening technology to improve our ability to catch narcotics and contraband at every port of entry. Republicans never acted on the bill. Each year in office, President Biden has requested record-breaking border security funding into law. But without exception, House Republicans have tried to stop the President from delivering the resources we need at the border. As recently as October, President Biden submitted a supplemental request for additional resources for border security. House Republicans did not take it up. Now, House Republicans are going further and signaling that they may refuse even to consider a historic bipartisan border security deal that would strengthen America's national security. Perhaps Speaker Johnson and House Republicans should reflect on what they've had to say over just the past few months. In October, Speaker Johnson said, "We must come together and address the broken border." And in November, he said, "I think we can get a bipartisan agreement on border security." But suddenly, we've heard a change of tune. One Republican member from Texas even said, why would they do anything to help President Biden? This is about helping the president. This is about helping the American people. It's not about helping the president. It's about the American people. This is about securing the border. Republicans in the Senate are working with us to do just that. Republicans in the House should as well look no further than their effort to impeach Secretary Mayorkas, an impeachment that even conservatives say is unconstitutional. The Wall Street Journal editorial board said, "Grandstanding is easier than governing," and Republicans have to decide whether to accomplish anything other than impeaching Democrats. Impeaching him accomplishes nothing beyond political symbolism. A better idea is to strike a deal with Mr. Biden on serious border security reforms. That's from the Wall Street Journal editorial board. Former President Trump's own impeachment lawyer, Alan Dershowitz, urged Republicans to vote no. House Republicans' own impeachment witness, Jonathan Turley, said there is no basis for impeachment. And former DHS Secretary Michael Chertoff, who served in Bush administration, said House Republicans should drop this impeachment charade and work with Mr. Mayorkas to deliver for the American people. Members of the House Republican Conference have said this is baseless. Congressman Ken Buck said Secretary Mayorkas did not commit an impeachable offense. And Congressman Tom McClintock said these are not impeachable offenses. So our challenge to House Republicans is this: will you go against the very voices you typically listen to, play a dangerous, unconstitutional game? Or will you listen to what many of you yourselves have been saying? Come to the table, work on a bipartisan border security solutions, finally fund our needs at the border, and actually tackle the problem instead of playing politics with it. So this is not about politics. This is about bipartisan solutions to help the American people and secure the border. We hope for the sake of the country, House Republicans change course from their years of playing politics with this issue. So now yesterday, a new IMF report found that the United States is leading the global economic recovery. As Axios put it, the U.S. is winning the world economic war. The United States economy grew faster than any other large advanced economy last year by a wide margin and is on track to do so again in 2024. And the Washington Post wrote earlier this week, falling inflation, rising growth give U.S. the world's best recovery. That's thanks to strong actions taken by this president to recover from the pandemic and invest in America. And yesterday we got new evidence Americans are seeing the results, with consumer confidence at the highest level in more than 2 years and inflation expectations falling to the lowest level since the start of the pandemic.